Welcome back to my garden, where nothing ever truly goes to waste. Every fruit peel, every vegetable scrap, and even my spoiled canned tomato all have a purpose here. Today, I'll show you how I turn my daily food scraps into instant plant food, feeding my soil and making sure my plants thrive. Every day I cook fresh meals because more than 70% of what I eat comes from my garden. And with fresh food comes a lot of food scraps. Cassava peel, yam peel, plantain peel, fruit peel, eggshells, onions, potatoes, and a lot more. So instead of throwing them away, I bury them right back into the soil where they break down naturally and improve my soil health. So today I started a new pit next to the one that is already full. This method saves me time because I don't have to dig a new hole every day. I just fill one hole gradually until it's full, and when it is, I let nature do the rest. This is a pit I dug previously. It's completely full now, so it's time to open it up and see what's inside. The food scraps at the bottom have already broken down into rich dark organic matter. This is exactly what my garden needs. This method of returning food scraps to the garden is one of the easiest ways to improve soil health. As food scraps decompose, they release essential nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. They also attract earthworms and beneficial microbes that naturally aerate the soil, making it more fertile and productive. What I love most about this process is the cycle of giving and receiving. My garden provides me with an abundance of food, and in return, I give back what I take, from fruit peels to vegetable scraps and leftovers. And in just a few weeks, the garden will give back again, producing more healthy food. So now I'm transferring some of this decomposed organic matter to an old garden bed that needs rejuvenation. Instead of using chemical fertilizers, which I don't encourage, I'm feeding my soil with the best nutrients nature has to offer. Now that I've added some decomposed scraps to this bed, it's time to work them into the soil. This method of using food scraps to feed the soil is such a simple yet powerful way to grow food naturally. What some families see as waste can actually nourish the soil and provide healthy food for their entire family. And by composting food scraps directly in the garden, we reduce waste, enrich the soil, and create a sustainable food cycle. So I'll be collecting more food scraps from the hole. The hole may appear small, but it is fairly big and has a lot of food scraps. I won't be collecting all the food scraps. I'm going to be leaving some of the food scraps in the hole because I plan to plant something in that hole. I've had the hole for weeks and it's been able to absorb a lot of nutrients from the decomposed food scraps. Right now, I'm just taking some of the soil that I got from the new hole I dug. I'm using it to fill up the old hole with some of the decomposed food scraps so it can nourish the soil, and I plan on planting yam in the hole. So this is the sprouted water yam head I have decided to plant in the old pit, using only the food scraps and adding nothing more. Last year, I grew my regular yam in sack bags using only food scraps and they thrived, so I trust this will work just as well. This is exactly how something that many people see as waste can actually grow nutrient-rich food. After adding my food scraps to the hole, I cover it with cardboard paper. This will help with moisture retention and also keep the pest away. Since I cook fresh meals every day, I always have new food scraps to add. Even when the pit is full, it will continue to shrink as the scraps break down, making room for more. Now that I've added some decomposed food scraps to the bed, it's time to work them into the soil. I'll let rainwater soak it in a couple of times before planting anything here. The nutrients from these scraps will bring these plants back to life, and in just a few weeks, you'll see the difference. Did you know that your food scraps may actually have the right nutrients, the complete nutrient, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium that your soil needs in order for your plants to thrive? So using food scraps is very important. Don't let it gross you out. Don't let the smell or the flies or the fact that it just looks really messy. Don't let it stop you from using it to grow nutrient-rich food. This is an amazing, excellent way of life. A simple habit that transforms waste into abundance. So if you have a garden, I encourage you to try this. Instead of throwing your food scraps in the trash, dig a hole, bury them, or get a bucket and put all your food scraps in there. When they decompose, you can now turn them into your soil and use it to grow your food. And then watch your garden thrive. Now spend some time in the garden with me while I work. Consider this my garden workout routine, my meditation and my therapy. This space continues to teach me patience, gratitude, and the beauty of giving back. Thank you for spending time with me in my garden today, and I will see you in my next video. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section. If you've been composting your food scraps, let me know how you've been doing that in the comment section. If you're using buckets, if you're putting them in the ground, or how are you doing them, let me know. See you in my next video. It was grown with food scraps, mainly sweet potato peels, and then some of my food scraps from the bucket, and it is doing so well.